అనేది రికార్డ్
Uh,
రికార్డ్ చేస్తున్నా
mm. So web development, which is going to be available with HTML4, CSS2, CSS3, JavaScript 5, HTML5 with JavaScript APIs, jQuery, Bootstrap, React.js. HTML4 is nothing but hypertext markup language. HTML for design web page. HTML is not programming. HTML is collection of tags. HTML files are going to be saved with the .html format. And one more is tags are two types. One is a paired tag. One is a paired tag, and one more is a unpaired tag. What is the meaning of a paired tag? Paired tag lo there are multiple things in the paired tag. Paired tag containing with open tag and close tag. Like open tag, tag open, and at the same time you have some content inside, and tag close. And unpaired tag, what is about unpaired tag is very simple. Unpaired tag containing with only either it is open tag, or it is closing tag, closed tag. Whether it is open tag or closed tag. One more thing, I just want to give you how HTML architecture will be. And before going to all these things, we just want to understand what are the different kind of editors which are going to be available to practice your HTML content, all these things. Okay. And for editor, first one is Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is a nice editor where you can do practice for the HTML content. And one more editor is called Brackets. You can use Brackets, and you can use a Sublime Text, and we can use Visual Studio, and we can go for Notepad. See, all our editors which are going to be possible for the Notepad++. Any editor, you can take any editor. The editor is not a problem here. The finally subject is the problem. You are going to be learning the subject. That subject is web development. Web development will be with any editor, but better editor I will follow is Visual Studio Code. This is having lot of plugins. For development, and Visual Studio Code is a developer friendly editor. Yeah, I will use the Visual Studio Code. So this is the Visual Studio Code. I'm trying to opening that. And after installing the Visual Studio Code, what we need to do is we have to install one plugin. That plugin called Open in Default Browser. There is a plugin basically here. Open in Default Browser is a plugin. So this plugin we should install from the fifth button of the left side window. Fifth button of the left side window, you can search for the default Open in Default Browser plugin. When you click on this, and you can search for install button, you have to click on install button. Once you click on install button, it is directly going to be installing to you. So what is the benefit of this editor is this plugin is where you can create your HTML files, and you can able to run directly through the browser from here. So let me create a new file now. Creating a new file. This is going to be saved as, I'm going to be saving the file first, and a new file. I'm just creating a folder on top of desktop. Venki UI. I'm creating a folder on top of the desktop. Okay, so on top of the desktop, I'm creating your folder. This is the Venki UI, and I'm creating a new folder for today class. Today class is 29/9. Every day I'm creating folders for you, and I will send you files. Okay. And 29, I'm creating the file called something like index.html. The .html is extension for the file. I created the .extension, and where in this index.html, this is the HTML tag. This is the root level tag for you always web page. And inside HTML, there are two sections. One is the header section and one is the body section. Head is very important, body is very important. And what is the meaning of the head is? Head is for declaration of the page. Head is for construction. Head is a declaration of the page. That's it. Wherever you have some title tag, meta tag, all these things you can place in the header tag. Okay, so I'm just placing the title. This is my first page, or just give first, and come to the body. Inside the body, whatever the content we want, we can just place the content. Suppose I want to place some HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all these things like this. JavaScript, all these things like this, or jQuery. Okay, so if I want to launch this page to the output, I'll click on right click and click on open default browser. See, after installed my plugin, I got this particular button, open in default browser. Otherwise, this will not come. By default, this will not come. After installing the default browser plugin, then only it is coming. So let me click on the open in default browser. So output come to the default browser. Your output is very simple. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, everything came into the same line. Everything came into the same line, but I don't want to see in the same line. I want to go for the breaks. Then what I want to do, I just want to give a break. So BR is the tag for the break. This is unpaired tag. BR is unpaired. BR is unpaired tag. But HTML is paired tag. Head is paired tag. Title is paired tag. Body is paired tag. But here BR is unpaired tag. Basically BR for breaking the line. Basically BR for breaking the line. Whenever you want to break the lines, then you can go for the BR. BR is just making break. So this is the way of writing your HTML construction. HTML construction, which is going to be available two sections. One is the header section for declarations, body sections for your construction, whatever the content you want. And let me go for the multiple kind of headings now. So H1 is one heading. So let me write something like web development here. I'll be having lot of headings: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Okay, so this MDN is going to be providing only 6 headings for us: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Okay, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Only 6 type of headings are there, and each and every heading is having some specific size and font. Let me get and check all the headings now. So can you see, observe, we have multiple kind of headings here. H1 is bigger, H6 is smaller. H1 is bigger, H6 is smaller. Different kind of headings we got placed. Then, and I want to take a paragraph. If you want to take a paragraph, I take a lorem. So this is a plain text for the paragraph I'm taking from this lorem ipsum. So whenever you want to take some plain text for the paragraph, just search for LO, lorem. Lorem is a dummy text. This is Emmet version, so you can get a plain text for the paragraph. And I'll be having a lot of content for the paragraph. Your paragraph is basically, if you want, you can take one more time lorem. Okay, so I'll be having a lot of text now for this. And this is paragraph. Let me have multiple paragraphs. Can I take a multiple paragraphs here? So copy here and paste here. I'm taking 2 paragraphs now. If I'm taking 2 paragraphs, obviously paragraph and paragraph side, one after another. Paragraph and paragraph, one after another. See, what is happening here? H1 is occupying full width of the page. H2 occupy full width of the page. H3 occupy full width of the page. Each and every heading tag occupying full width of the page. And even this particular paragraph also occupying full width of the page. And this type of elements we call as a block level elements. So later I will tell you the differences between block level and inline elements, but now you can just understand what is paragraph, what is H1, all these things. And let me go for some other kind of list items. Order list, unordered list, definition list. Okay, let me put a HR for each and everything. HR means horizontal row. HR means horizontal row. For each and every concept, I'm giving the horizontal row for you. Later, you can easily get understand what is the difference between this and that. This is order list. Order list is having a list item. List item. For example, I'm going to be writing something like a Samsung first one. This is Samsung. Let me copy this and paste it, paste it, paste it. This is Samsung, this is Apple, this is Microsoft, and this is Oracle, whatever it is. Okay, I'm writing something like companies names, and just check it out, output. So this is going to be dividing. The first one is just a plain text we placed with the BR tag, and the second section we got headings. Third section we got paragraphs. Fourth section we got ordered list. Ordered list is coming with numbers. Order list coming with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. And there is a one more list item called unordered list. Unordered list. Unordered list. UL and LI. UL is the root level tag. LIs are your child level tags. UL, LI. Now UL, LI also having one more dots. This is coming with the dots. This is not coming with the numbers. That is a unordered list. Then there is a one more list item called a definition list. There is a one more list item called a definition list. So if you want to, for each and every section, I will take a HR here. HR making you some horizontal row. It is dividing some section to section and all. Next, one more list item called definition list. Definition list having two child elements. One is the DT, one is the DT, one is the DD. DT is something like apple, and DD is the description for the apple. Apple is a fruit. Apple is a fruit. And I'll be having one more DD for this. I can take n number of DDs, not a problem. Apple is a US based company. Okay, this is one DT and DD. Let me take another DT. Another DT. This will be a Samsung. Okay, Samsung. Samsung is DD again. Samsung is US based mobile brand. Sorry, India based. Samsung is India based mobile brand. Okay, let me give it output of this definition list here. So you can see the definitions here. There are two kind of definitions. One is the first one, Apple. Apple is fruit. Apple is US based company. That is the definition title and definition data. And again, definition title and definition data. You'll be having lot of definitions and lot of definition data over there. These are all actually list items. These are all actually list items. Very simple ones. Next, we can go for the some different kind of text decoration tags. We can go for the different kind of text decoration tags. The text decoration tags, so let me go with the one by one. First one is U for underline. U for underline. U for underline. And I'm taking a break. Okay, after underline, I will go for one more thing that is called italic. Text italic. I want to change content to italic. And after that, I want to go for one more. This is called DEL tag. DEL for deleted text. And after that, I'll go for one more thing. This is called bold. Bold for bold text. Then after that, I will go for one more thing. This will be strong text. Strong. Strong means more than thicker. Bold. more than thick, thicker than bold. So that is called strong. Then one more is yeah. So this one is a subscription. So how to write H2O, H2O subscription to O. I want to write some subscription like this, H2O. If you want to write H2O something like this, that is called a subscription. And if you want to get a superscription, some A square plus B square, so A superscription square plus B superscription square, A square plus B square plus 2AB, something like this. So let me get and save this. Okay, can you see a lot of text decorations you got initialized here? First one is underlined text. Second one is italic text. Third one is the deleted text. Fourth one is bold text. And down this one is a strong text. And this one is a subscription. Subscription nothing but subscripted text. Two got subscripted by the H2O line. And A square plus B square plus 2AB square nothing but superscripted. Superscripted text, you can have a lot of things like this. Then okay, so then we will go for hyperlinks. Hyperlinks are going to be working with hyperlink nothing but anchor tag. How anchor tag is going to be working with this is having a special attribute called href and link name, whatever the link name you want, we can provide it. For example, I want to load Google page, Google, and for Google I want to take the Google link. Google, I want to take the Google link, google.com, take a google.com here, place here for the href. Okay, so when I run this one, I will go for the Google. So click on the Google link. This is going to be redirected into the Google page. Just observe. Click on the Google. It is redirected into the Google page. Okay. So I want to open Google in the new tab. Whenever I want to open the same Google in the new tab. Whenever you want to open in the new tab, we need to give a new attribute called target and a value called blank. Target underscore blank. Target underscore blank, that is must actually. So I'm going to be providing a target underscore blank for that. So when I say a target blank, then automatically it is getting a new. Okay, let me get Google in a new tab. Google in new tab. Can you see this one? First one is Google. It is opening with the same tab. I come back and clicking on second one, Google in new tab. This is communicating with the new tab, opening with the new tab. And this first page and Google page is opening in the new tab. Yes, this is important. Hyperlinks, anchor tags are important. And later on, we will provide all the CSS cascading style sheets for this, decorations, okay, styles, cosmetic changes, whatever you want, we can do provide with the CSS. But now we are just moving with the index.html. This is simple construction of the page, how you want to create a page and all. Then we have the one more important concept called iframes. Iframe is loading with src. Attribute is src. Anchor tag is having attribute called href, but iframe is having src. Src nothing but source. Okay, so let me take some iframe. Whatever the URL you want, you can take the iframe. So let me go for something like YouTube. I'm taking a YouTube link. Take a YouTube link and load with a hyperlink. Okay, so let me take this one. So this is a clickable like a share, and go to the embed here, and you can copy the complete iframe. Paste the iframe here. The iframe is going to be having a very important attribute called src. And title I don't want, and all these remaining attributes I just delete it. Iframe having width 560, height 315, and src some value, some link I am going to be providing for that. Okay, so this is the iframe which is loading some YouTube value, YouTube data. So can I go for that? iframe is nothing but some internal frame. Okay, this is having some copyrights. It is not coming. It is not coming, but you can go for any other things like. So that is having some copyrights. That will not come. Some of the links you can open with your page. That is the called iframe. Iframe means internal frame. Iframe means internal frame. Internally, I can able to load something from my browser. So after that, we will go for some other topics like tables, how to create a tables and all. So if you want to create a table, table tag, and inside the table there is a tag called tr. Tr is a table row, and inside the tr we will be having a tag called td. Td is the table data. For example, for the table data, I am giving something like a product name. The first td is the product name. Second one is product price. Second one is product price. Third one is product quantity, whatever it is. Quantity. Okay, so let me have multiple data for the tables. So this is my first column. This is my second column. So product name is something like Apple, and product price is something like 70,000. Product quantity, let me go for the 34, and the product name is Samsung, and the product price is going to be something like 34,000. Product quantity, let me give you 120. So this is the table, and table is not basically feel good whenever we don't have some properties. Table is not feel good. Can you see the table? Table is there in the bottom. Product name, product price, product quantity, and all.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me do one thing. I'll put a HR for each and everything. That is making breaks something. HR means horizontal row. Okay, so I'm giving some table here, but this table should be having some other properties like width, 100% I want to mention, and some border I need to mention. Border is equal to 2. Now your table got complete width occupied. One is the product name, one is the product price, one is the product quantity, and you will be having the values for the table. I just want to make a align text center. All the product name, product price, product quantity should be in the center. Then you have to write some CSS for that. Without CSS, we can't do that. Otherwise, you can do one thing. All the TR for this in the center tag. First TR in the center tag. You can do like this. First TR in the center tag. Then I put the first TR in the center tag. You can just make it arrange. Not working. So that is the why reason we need to write CSS for the first TR. Center tag is actually deprecated, red color coming. Okay, for the first TR, I want to write the style sheet. Okay, text align center. Font size, font weight, bold. See, I just want to make some differentiate the first line of the first TR. I want to make some differentiate. So whenever you want to make a differentiate, it will get some differentiation. Product name, product price, product quantity. Coming to the center of the page. Can you see that? PRD name, PRD price, PRD quantity coming to the center, and highlighted with the red color with the bold content. Highlighted with red color and bold content.